Here's the interesting one. Moving on to the next story. Before I get to Roden Rat Jr. and Neckbone. Aries Spears and Vlad have now turned into the new Vlad and Miss Lil Boosie. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened, right? So the backstory to this Aries Spears versus Vlad thing is Aries Spears, if you don't know him, he's a comedian. Um, and if you're my age demographic, you'll know him from Mad TV, uh, maybe the Def Comedy Jams, comedy shows, but I'll put his image up so you'll know who I'm talking about. That's the case you do know him. Right? So Aries Aries Spears, and that's spelled Aries like the zodiac sign. Aries Spears saw a situation that happened with Lil Boosie and Vlad over compensation for doing interviews. Little Boosie had asked for more money. I believe Lil Boosie asked for more money because Takashi got more money than him. So he kind of wanted a raise, so to speak. Vlad wasn't willing to give Boosie the money that he was asking for. So Boosie has declined at this time to no longer do any Vlad interviews, and he's going to do his own thing. So when Aries Spears found out how much Boosie was making, you know, it was the same reaction like when Boosie found out what Takashi was making. So Aries Spears, like I told you, I guessed that he was getting about 5 grand an interview. I said that the other day. You could go back and check, right? Um, he looked at his numbers and he had did an interview on his podcast, and he was saying that how, with the numbers that he do, Vlad should be giving him more money if he going to give Boosie more money, right? So he went to Vlad. He asked Vlad for more money. They had a conversation. Uh, Vlad didn't agree that he should give Aries Spears more money. So Aries Spears kind of took the stance Boosie took, like, I'm gonna step back for now until we can figure, more money out. So being that Aries Spears went and talked about it publicly, Vlad went and talked about it publicly. And just like with Boosie, Vlad always talk about, oh, me and Boosie friends, we cool, we been friends for 20 years. As soon as that didn't work out, Vlad was up on his page kicking Boosie back in, right? Talking trash about Boosie, but Boosie was his friend, right? So now, same thing with Aries Spears. You know what I'm saying? Aries, he didn't agree, or he couldn't, him and Vlad couldn't come to a good place financially in their business venture moving forward. So now Vlad goes and gets academics to interview him. And just like Boosie, Vlad used to act like Aries Spears was his guy. That was his friend. They've been doing interviews for so long. If somebody come on the show, he said, "Oh yeah, Aries Spears, that's my guy. We friends. We've been doing this." Now Vlad is up there talking trash about Aries Spears, right? Which goes to show you, you know, some of these people, you are their homeboys in their face. when they around the black people and everything, you they guy, you they homeboy. And when you ain't around, you just another nigga, right? I'm sure that allegedly, I'm not sure, but allegedly, Aries Spears, Boosie, these people are not nothing more than just the N word to Vlad when he in the company of his own people, allegedly, right? And why I say that? Because look how bad he's talking about Aries Spears. Now he ain't that funny, you know. Uh he only do shows with rooms for with 100 people. You know, he really didn't contribute to Vlad like that. And Vlad really contribute to his career. Um, he always falls out with people. Vlad knows at least 12 people that he fells out with, and his career ain't here because of this and that and the third. Nigga, really? You got all this to say about Aries Spears, Vlad, but it was all good when he was taking the money that you wanted to give him. Now he will ask you for some more paper, just like Boosie. And now he's not all that funny. You did more for him. Oh, wow, bro. Wow. I know Aries Spears, he gonna heat Vlad up, boy. I mean, Vlad did a whole 1 hour interview. An hour. Not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes, not 12 minutes. He did a entire hour about Aries Spears, where Aries Spears was doing this dude's show for the last 6 years, probably. He never had a problem with him, never talked bad about him. He's even on his channel right now with new interviews. And now he's all of this? Wow. Y'all better watch Vlad. Y'all better watch Vlad. Vlad, I seen it with Lord Jamal. I seen it with Godfrey. I seen it with Farrakhan. I'm now seeing it with Boosie. I'm now seeing it with Aries Spears. Vlad don't really care for black people. It's all his business dealings for the most part in the hip hop community are transactional. It's just business. Like he's not picking up a gun and dying for nobody in hip hop. He's not sitting there taking a rap for nobody in hip hop. It's all about interviews and it's all about you going up there and goddamn incriminating yourself. So I don't know what I know Aries Spears. He's not he I think he got a little bit too much more. I mean a little bit too much integrity, unlike a Lord Jamal or Lord Jamal. Um Now that he's seeing how Vlad really feels about him, I doubt highly you will ever see him go back up on Vlad again. Was the money good? Yeah. That's a half a million a year, right? No, my bad. That's a half a man a year, like 50,000 a year, a little less. Boosie was getting at least a little bit over a quarter million a year with Vlad.